Hey folks, so a lot of you are getting the you have hit your limit error in ChatGPT, and I just wanted to make this quick video to show you the scenarios in which you can get this error and the way you can make your way around it. Now, the first case is that ChatGPT limits the number of messages you can send to their flagship model. Now, at the time of recording this video, they have got two flagship models. They have got GPT 5.3 and we also have GPT 5.4 thinking model. So they have got these two models. GPT 5.4 is much expensive than GPT 5.3. So that's why I mentioned that we have got two flagship models. Now, for free users, they can only access GPT 5.3. 5.4 is not available to them because again, it's expensive to run. And they have a limit of 10 messages. So if you're on the free plan and you exceed this limit, then you will get the you have hit your limit error. And for Plus or Go users, the current limit is that you can send up to 160 messages for every 3 hours with GPT 5.3, right? And then for thinking usage, if you're on the Plus or the business plan, then you can manually select GPT 5.4 thinking from the model picker, and you have a usage limit of 3000 messages per week. And once you reach the weekly limit, you will see a pop-up notification and GPT 5.4 thinking will no longer be selectable from the menu. And if you are on the Go plan, you can select thinking from tools menu by clicking the plus icon. In the chat entry box, Go users can send up to 10 messages every 5 hours after enabling thinking. And automatic switching from GPT 5.4 instant to GPT 5.4 thinking does not count towards the weekly limit, and ChatGPT may still switch to GPT 5.4 thinking after you have reached it. So just keep these limitations in mind. 5.3 and 5.4 are currently the latest models at the time of recording this video, but just note that this is obviously OpenAI will release new models, and I'll just link this help article down below. And currently it mentions 5.3 and 5.4 in the URL itself. So maybe if the link doesn't work, then maybe you can just go to the help docs in OpenAI and you can search for the article, or just simply do a Google search for ChatGPT message sending limit or anything like that, or just simply ask ChatGPT if you don't want to do a Google search. But yeah, if you're on the business plan or the pro plan, then yes, you get unlimited access to the GPT-5 models, but of course that is subject to their abuse guardrails. And then they also have these context limits, but that will only limit the memory of the model, the length of the chat. That won't limit the number of messages you can send to the model. Okay, then the next limit that we have is for file uploads. Now here you can see that up to 10 files per GPT for the lifetime of that GPT can be uploaded. Keep in mind that there are file size restrictions and usage caps per user for an organization, and ChatGPT supports all the common file types. So text files, spreadsheets, presentations, etc., documents, everything is supported. But the limit that we have is mentioned right here. Users can upload up to 80 files every 3 hours. This is for all paid users, and free users are limited to 3 file uploads per day. Note that we may lower these limits during peak hours. So nothing is guaranteed here, but just keep in mind that these are the limits. I think these are really generous limit. 80 files for every 3 hours is quite good. And then currently ChatGPT does not provide a way for users to check how much of their file upload quota has been used or is remaining. Additionally, to ensure a smooth experience for all users, we have also updated the file upload limits for projects based on the subscription plan. Plus users get up to 20 files per project, and pro, team, education, business users get up to 40 files per project. Okay, so these are the limitations that we have in file uploads. And finally, we have image generation limits. Now, it's not clear what is the image generation limit exactly, and you will find most of the comments mentioning that all limits on ChatGPT are dynamic. 4.0 is usually allows 80 messages per hour. This was when GPT 4.0 was the flagship model before the GPT 5 series. Sometimes you can generate images as fast as I'll spit them out for an hour. Other times you will get 2 images, then be told to go away for 30 minutes. And then another comment also notes that I was told to wait 10 minutes just wouldn't do it anymore, start a new chat, surprise, and then this guy was able to generate new images. So it really turns out that the image generation limit is not mentioned anywhere in the OpenAI support docs. I couldn't find it anywhere. So just keep that in mind. If you maybe go to the AI overview section, if you just Google search this error, then it will tell you that, hey, when it happens that free users have a lower strict cap on the advanced models, high server traffic can cause temporary restrictions, long complex prompts can use more resources, and hit the limits faster. So I haven't seen long conversations leading to limits. It's with the ChatGPT, it's mostly the number of messages that you can send, and that's what the official docs mention. So just ensure that you don't consult that you don't believe the AI overview as is. And in fact, it mentions GPT 3.5 or GPT 4 or mini. These are really outdated models now. We have had GPT 5 and even the newer 5.3, 5.4 models for a while now. So just keep in mind that if you are doing something, then it's better to consult the official docs. I'll have all these linked down below, but it's likely that the GPT 5.3 or the 5.4 link might stop working once they have a newer model, and they might update this link. So just maybe go ahead and quickly go through the official docs, or if you are just using ChatGPT, then just maybe simply ask it, hey, just refer to the official OpenAI docs and tell me what is the usage limit for this GPT. Maybe let's say if the next model is GPT 5.5, then you can ask it, hey, what is the 5.5 limit for my subscription tier or for the free plan or whatever, right? So yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea. But how do you make your way around these limits? If you hit them, then what do you do? Well, the simplest way around them is if you just simply want to use ChatGPT, then you can simply sign up for a new ChatGPT account, right? The only thing that you need to sign into ChatGPT is ChatGPT allows you to sign in via a Google account, via Microsoft account, via an Apple account. So you have got three options. If you, I think it's very common that a lot of people have multiple Google accounts. So you can simply sign up for a new account using the free tier, and that's one way to go around the limits. Another one, which is actually my favorite, is that if you are hitting the limits with any of the flagship OpenAI models, then just simply go to this link, right? aistudio.google.com. I will have this link down below. And from here, you can use the flagship Google models. And again, it's very common for people to have multiple Google accounts. So you can use GPT 3. This is Google's latest model currently, GPT 3.1 Pro preview. And then we also have these Flash models. Flashlight preview is another model. This is the lowest tier model that Google has. And then GPT-3 Flash preview sits right between the two, Flashlight model and the Pro model. So AI Studio also has a limit that you can send, the number of messages that you can send every day. And I think that currently that limit is about 10 messages. So once you hit that limit, then you can either use the Flashlight model or the Flash model itself. Or the Flash preview or the Flashlight model. I haven't really ran into any limits with the Flash preview. I think I sent like 50 messages once and I didn't get that limit. I'm not very sure what's the limit. I couldn't find that anywhere in the docs. But yeah, the Pro plan, the Pro model definitely has a limit. But of course, you can make your way around it by simply using another Google account, right? If you want to stick to the free version, or if you have a paid API key, then of course you can just simply add that and you won't hit the limit. Or another way, and by the way, if you are like hitting the image generation limit, then Gemini AI Studio doesn't support image generation yet. I mean, if you can you can select Nano Banana 2 here, but you will see that they have this paid option next to it. So you will have to add a card or have an API key. And only then you will be able to use Nano Banana 2, right? So just have that in mind. But of course, you can go to Gemini directly and generate images directly from in there. And I think they have like 5 or 6 images that they allow you to generate in the free plan. So you just simply select this create image option, and you can simply enter the image prompt or whatever, and it will allow you to generate images. And again, if you are like maybe using multiple Google accounts, then of course you can work around that limit in the free plan as well. And finally, the final alternative that we have is that you can directly use Grok, right? And Grok also has multiple models. It can create images, it can create videos as well for you. And Grok also has Grok's thinking models are quite heavyweight as well. They're not as good as Gemini's or OpenAI's models, but they're still comparable enough. So if you want to use Grok, then you can do that, or you can if you want to use image generation, then yes, you can use the Gemini app. And we have got Grok as well. It has this imagine option. If you use that, then you can directly just generate images, right? And it gives you multiple options. Their image model is good as well. And then recently they also added option for generating videos. Gemini also allows you to generate videos, but not here. For that, you will have to go to Google Flow. And when you use Flow, then you can generate videos using that. And they give you, like, I think 150 or some kind of credits per day for generating videos. So yeah, there is that option. Then you also have an option like using Leonardo. So Leonardo also allows you to generate images, and they also have a pretty generous free tier, so which gives you like 150 credits. And each image at the time of recording this video takes around like 8 credits, so you can maybe generate about 20 images, maybe, right? Like just a bit below 20, so about 18 images you can easily generate. So yeah, a lot of options that you have. There is ideogram as well, and a lot of options. So if you just don't want to pay for any of these services, then yes, you can make your way around it. But of course, if you are on the paid tier, then you get higher limits across, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Gemini, whether it's Grok, or whether it's Leonardo, ideogram, etc., etc. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. Just ensure I will have all the links down in the description box. Just keep in mind that in the future, when OpenAI has a new model, you ask it to consult the official docs, not some random AI overview which is mentioning GPT 3.5 or 4 or mini, which are really outdated models. So just keep that in mind. And I hope you found this video helpful. If that was the case, then make sure you give it a like, subscribe, follow, etc. You know the drill. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.